busted up. You know, I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has broken.
Is next for Ilia? Now Ilia Topuria's got to heal. He's got to heal, and there's nothing Ilia Topuria can do, because I feel he's set in his ways of how he goes about his fights, and how he goes about his fights aren't bad. I think he will always have a hard time with somebody who's able to withstand the shots that Ilia Topuria can.
Ilia Topuria's undefeated streak came to an end at UFC Freedom Fights 250. But, of greater concern is the injury he sustained. According to Dana White, Ilia Topuria is suspected to have suffered an orbital fracture following a grueling night in the octagon. White described the damage as one of the toughest fights of his career. And as a result, Topuria has been placed into immediate recovery.
In the hospital, he's busted up. You know, I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has broken orbital. I don't know that. That's not a fact, but I'm just assuming. And my plans for him are to go home and rest and recover and take his time. And you know, tonight was a rough night for him. I just want to make sure he's healthy and good, and not even thinking about him fighting again. Just want him to go home and relax and rest and heal.
Adding further context from the event aftermath, Dana White also revealed that Justin Gaethje walked away with $825,000 in performance bonuses, underlining the financial impact of his standout performance on the biggest stage. The bonuses tonight are, Fight of the Night, Ilia Gaethje. The Performance of the Night, Music, Gaethje and Gain. So, Gaethje wins like $825,000 for a bonus. Justin Gaethje later reflected on the fight, praising Topuria's speed and body shot attacks, but noting that once the bout moved beyond the early rounds, Topuria's momentum began to fade. He suggested the pressure shifted as the fight progressed and confidence started to break under sustained exchanges. You gave him all the respect in terms of like his skill set in there, you know, you said probably the second best guy you prepared for outside of Khabib. But now that you're through Ilia, was he as good as you thought he was? Was he better than you thought he was? And can you talk about what you experienced, music, in there with him? I mean, he's very good. I mean, my liver still hurts right now. The body shots were crazy. I mean, he was really, really fast, but you know, when he didn't get the finish at the end of the second round, I think it really took his spirit. And, you know, again, I said it in the press conference leading up, I was like, he really backed himself into a corner saying he's going to be so dominant. And I said it, when we go to the second round, you're going to be like, what the, A__A, when we go to the third round, you're going to be like, what the, A__A, you know, that's what I did tonight. Expanding on that mindset, Gaethje explained that absorbing heavy damage while staying composed was part of his approach, highlighting how difficult moments forced him into a deeper survival state inside the cage. It's really hard to put it into words right now. I mean, just trying to enjoy this moment. Music, and yeah, it was such a crazy ride. We had a lot of delays, a couple of the, like a rehearsal, music, delayed, tonight delayed. But yeah, he just you know, these are the again, I wouldn't recommend this to my enemy. We are to some of the toughest people on this earth, music, mentally, physically, all these guys up here and all the guys that lost tonight. We, and me specifically, I've said it from day one, I'm a promoter's wet dream. And I proved that tonight. Emotional when I fight was, Justin Gaethje last fight. It was like when I go to the cage, you know, this, music, guy he hit like truck, you know, like nobody hit harder than me or harder than Justin Gaethje. Music, his kick, his punch, his left hook, right uppercut, you know, it's like but I make him hit me, you know. Like when I go to the cage and I was like, okay, clears throat, I'm going to go. I'm going to bring him to the deep ocean. Deep ocean is like I'm going to make him tired on stand up and I'm going to bring him on ground and finish him there, you know. First of all, what I have to do because he have very good wrestling base. He is very good wrestlers and like beginning of fight I knew like this guy don't let me wrestling and I go through on his punch, music, kicks and it's like everything what happened with father like, music, I was think like nothing to lose. Shifting into the title picture, music, Michael Bisping stated that Arman Tsarukyan had done enough to deserve the next lightweight title shot, arguing that no contender had a stronger claim at this stage and that the division direction should move toward him immediately. And when you look at the rankings, there's one name and we all know whose name that is, it's Arman Tsarukyan. He is the guy that should get the shot. I think Justin Gaethje deserves right now to go and do whatever he wants to do, take as much time off as he likes within reason, but Arman Tsarukyan needs to be the first defense. The man has been beating everybody. I mean, he's phenomenal. I mean, some of the performances that he's had, the finishes that he's had, and just the run that he's on, and the popularity that he has gained, you know what I mean? I mean, beating Charles Oliveira, I mean, destroying Dan Hooker last time out, and look at that against Beneil Dariush. It was mere seconds, like 16 seconds or something crazy like that. Arman Tsarukyan, without a shadow of a doubt. Ilia Topuria is 29 years old. He's made a ton of __a, money and music, I mean every great athlete loses. GSP lost. I've lost. I've got knocked, music, out. Only person who hasn't lost actually, he has lost. He lost to Hamill. John Jones has also lost. All the greats have lost, ladies and gentlemen. We've all lost, and that doesn't say that Ilia Topuria can't come back and be even greater. Demetrius Johnson discussed possible next matchups for Ilia Topuria, suggesting high-level stylistic fights, such as a clash with Arman Tsarukyan, due to his wrestling, athleticism, and movement. He added that fight length would significantly change strategy, noting that 3-round bouts reduce adjustment time, while 5-round title fights create more opportunities for momentum shifts. You have Ilia Topuria versus Arman Tsarukyan, that'll be a sick fight, too. He's going to have to deal with Arman Tsarukyan's athleticism, his wrestling, just his will to move around, and just be dynamic as an athlete. Music, can Arman withstand Ilia Topuria's power? If you get him out now, next time Ilia Topuria fights, if it isn't a title fight, it's going to. Music, be 3 rounds, so Ilia Topuria has the less rounds to work with. If it was a title fight, so he's got 5 rounds, music, it changes the strategy a little bit. You guys don't realize that. When you're doing a 3-round fight versus a 5-round fight, things change. When you come to welterweight, you can't beat Justin. You need to spend 2-3 years in a hospital to fix your face, brother. Brother, why you do this? This, __a, guy, you look like strawberry. Don't compare legacy for mine, music, to Ilia, this, __a, guy. I'm just joking, I'm not saying this. __a, guy, you talk about legacy, double champ. Double champion. Brother, yes, lightweight and welterweight, music, brother. You can't come and ask for a fight, you can't even beat, __a, guy Justin Gaethje. Why this guy beat you, brother? Brother, this guy is Justin Gaethje for Bibi Netanyahu. Brother, you can't beat Justin, you want to fight the double champ? Come on, brother. Spend 2-3 years in Drive Miami, fix your face, brother. I don't want to hurt you, brother. On the other hand, the talks about Islam versus Ilia fight are also over now because Ilia now has to regain his belt before calling out someone like Islam. Islam was supposed to fight Ilia earlier, and he claimed that he accepted a short notice offer to fight without negotiating terms, but said the matchup fell through after